Howdy folks, it's the Tall Turtle here, and welcome to a pre-work early AM flight. In real life, in the sim, it's actually going to be an evening flight. We are continuing our journey in the FlyJSim version 3, 727, in this case, -100. And if you've been following along, we started in Duluth, and then every couple flights we hop in this thing and fly along. And we've been flying kind of southeast-ish, southeast across the United States, just because, no reason, just because. But we are going from airport to airport and connecting the dots, though. So we started in Duluth. We went to, was it Green Bay, I think? And then we went somewhere else, and now we're in Gary, Indiana. That's where we landed last time. So this time, we are going to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, which means there will be lots of story time as we fly. So this might end up being a two-parter. We'll see. I can't predict the future, but you can tell just by looking at the title of the video if there's a one-part or two-part. So without further ado, let's talk about what's going on. I already said we're in Cincinnati, or Gary going to Cincinnati, and I told you what airplane you're in. It is real-world weather. Look at that scenery a second. Let's take a screenshot of that. Holy cow. Real-world weather turned on. Still super high frame rates. Full detail. Full clouds, it looks like. That could be a mess. Evening flight. It is almost 6 p.m. in the sim. No. Yes. I think it's almost 6 p.m. in the sim. So we'll have a nighttime flight. Look at that glider down there in the bottom center of your screen. What's awesome about nighttime flying in the simulator is I find it to be actually easier because you can see the airports way far away from the air. There goes an airplane, or an airplane. Police officer down I-90, I think that is. Anyway, so we'll be able to see our destination from the air, which is nice. If it's a smaller airport, that doesn't work. But we haven't done a nighttime flight in a long time. I have been getting lots of advice on how to land this thing, so I appreciate everybody's comments. I've been taking notes, and we're going to try to implement as much of that advice as I can. But we'll see. In theory, I know exactly what to do, but in practice is a whole nother story. Looks like our additional VIP passengers have arrived here in their special car. So let's hop inside and get this started. So we can get going from Gary to Cincinnati. It's a light flight because of the virus. We've only have 80 people or so instead of a couple hundred. So we'll keep that in mind when we do our passengers. All right, so lights are on. You can see the pilot side doesn't light up until the airplane's running. I think that's on purpose. If it is, that is awesome touch. If it's not, that's a hilarious bug. Alrighty, here we go. Logo light is going to come on so people can see that it's our airplane. Passengers, fuel, and cargo. Where are you? You're right here. So like I said, very light on the passengers today because of the COVID 19 that's going around. So we're going to spread everybody out. Social distancing, if you agree with it or not, is not what we're going to talk about. I'm just going to say that's why we're spreading everybody out. Lots of cargo, though, for some reason. Alrighty, what is the distance? I have my flight plan in front of us. Let's see, 205 nautical miles. So fuel, let's bring it down. 205, let's double that to like 450 right here. Actually more than that because of takeoff and departure. Let's go like that. Alright, let's close this up. And let's head over here. And whoa, this is bright. This is nasty. Hang on a second. How can I turn this down? None of them are responding, probably because the airplane isn't actually running yet. Okay. Battery on. I can't see what I'm doing. I have a flashlight here somewhere. There it is. Battery on. Now, can I adjust this lighting? Because this is ugly. Still can't adjust the lighting. Okay. Battery on. APU. What is it? Start APU. We don't need to trip it anymore in this one. Whoops. Let's hold that down. And while waiting for that to start, we'll turn this to off. Those are your test lights for your flaps. So while we're waiting here, I already mentioned we're using real world weather. The weather in Cincinnati, if it doesn't change, the weather in Cincinnati is terrible. It's overcast, or I'm sorry, it's clear, but it's 25 knot winds. 25 knot winds. Coming from 270 degrees, so we're going to try to use runway 27 in Cincinnati. If that changes, we will change things, but I'm all set up with my flight plan and my chart for runway 27. Just thought I'd mention that because that's going to make for a very interesting landing. Alright, field and generator to close. Field and generator to close. Confirm external power is off, and it is. Can I play with my lights yet? Still can't play with my lights yet. These I can play with. There we go. Let's use the right dial, maybe. Maybe that's the problem the whole time. There we go. That's way better. Way better in the eyes. Alrighty, let's hop up here. Beacon light. Interior lighting now. We don't really need to mess with much. I was hoping to do control stand. That's that one. Let's turn that down a little bit. We normally don't get a chance to play with lighting because we don't fly at night very much. So I normally don't get a chance to play with it. That's a little easier in the eyes. I'm really looking for, what am I looking for? Is it this one? Yeah, it's those. So turn that one down, turn that one down, and turn this one down. I think that's what I'm looking for. Yes, it is. Okay, makes that easier on the eyes. Good. Alrighty. Hopping up here, we have no smoking and passenger. Seatbelts. There you go. Emergency lights armed. You just push that down. Test the stall. Do not want to hear that. Window heat. Alrighty, like so. Over here, APU bleed. Oops, confirm open already is. Closing cooling doors confirm open already are. And disconnect the GPU and air cart. Should give us some sounds. There we go, and things are still working. Sounds like good. Alrighty, next, DC meters to ESSTR, they already are. Gasper fan on. Right AC pack on. Air pressure should be over 30, and it's 38 for both, so that is fine. Alright, flight plan. A very short flight. We're still going to try to cruise at 23 now. Flight level 230 though. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if we get that high. Alright, flight plan chart. Screenshot. Handwritten. You can see it right there. We're going to start in Chicago Heights VOR. And then we have an intersection 62 nautical miles away. I'm sorry, VOR 60 nautical miles away. Then intersection 29 after that. Another VOR. And then we're going to go for the Cincinnati VOR. And then we're going to vector ourselves to intersect the ILS, which isn't on this chart in front of you because that's the chart on AirNav. So just a refresher here. Normally we would get ourselves to the Cincinnati VOR, right? Piece of cake. Then ATC would vector us around the airport to intercept the ILS for runway 27. But we don't have ATC, so that part we have to do all by ourselves. So we'll get the Cincinnati VOR, maybe overshoot it a little bit. Then we know runway 27 is 270 degrees, so we'll fly due east, which is 90 degrees. We're going to go out 4 plus 3 plus 4, 11, 12. We're going to go out 15 miles, nautical miles. Then we'll make a U-turn until we intercept the ILS for runway 27. Should actually be pretty easy, in theory. With the crazy winds and going 8,000 miles an hour, it might not be so easy. But we're going to try to do that. We're going to aim for 5,000 feet for the Cincinnati VOR, by the way. Anyway, so that's the plan. So let's get these VORs in here. All right, first thing we're going to do, we are going to take, well, whatever runway we're going to take off on runway 30, I think, if the wind hasn't changed. Then we're going to turn due south until we intercept Chicago Heights VOR, which is 114.2. So there's 114.2. And then from there, we're going to fly towards the boiler VOR, which is 115.1. which is like, whoops, I got this backwards in my head. 115.1. We'll put 115.1 in this nav too, so that we can know when we pick it up and we can see where it is. Then we have an intersection, we fly out, reach top descent, and then we go to the Shelby VOR, which is 112 even. And then from there, we'll put in the Cincinnati VOR into both. So just to review our numbers, we're going to go due south till we intercept 114.2. Then we're going to go 115.1, 115.1, and then we're going to go to 112.0. And then after that, I'll put in another VOR. If you want to know the full nitty-gritty what I'm doing and why, I do have a slant alpha video on YouTube. I think it's the only one, actually, to be honest. And you can just watch that. Just search slant alpha on the channel. I already tested it. It does come up. And you can see why I do it the way I do it. I'm not saying this is the way to do it. It's just how I do it, because we don't have ATC, and the simulator is what you make of it. And we're one person in a 3-person aircraft. So go ahead, check out the video. Alrighty, so we're going to leave at 156 degrees. And runway heading, I think, is like 301 or something for departure. Alrighty, let's continue. Oh yeah, altitude for autopilot. What did I say we're going to do? 23,000. We'll be cleared right away to 23,000 feet. See if I actually get that high. Alright, altimeter barometer. Do we have ATIS today? Holy moly, where are we? Busy, busy, busy place. Do we have ATIS? We do. 134,575. 134,575. There we go. It is telling us runway 30 in use, which is what I expected. So runway 30 would be this one right here. Right. 3,000 overcast temperature. Altimeter 3004. So we go here. We go 30. Up this way. 3004. There we go. Runway 30. So I think we're just going to make a U-turn. Okay, so we're going to back out and go this way. Alright, super simple. Let's head down here and turn this off. We don't need ATIS anymore. Alright, close the rear stairs. Everybody should be on. Looks like they're... Well, we got one more person here. A couple more people. Or they just... Nope, they've already dropped off their people and they're leaving. Okay, say bye, because here go the stairs. Alrighty, move that mouse out of the way. Alright, close, turn on the 8 fuel pumps, which is down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Turn off the AC packs. All lead valves open. Yes, our pressure is coming back up. Alright, set better pushback. Better pushback. Here we go. Plugins. Better pushback. Alright, oh my gosh, you can see with the light. That is amazing. Alright, so you want to be pushed back to here. Like this. Right about there, and then is an enter to accept. Are they going to talk to us? No, I have to do the start pushback, don't I? Start pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I did already? Right, didn't you see me do that? Enter. Uh-oh. Nope, they don't like something. I think I know what's going on.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Because see, the green arrow is disappearing, which means they can't do that. So do I click? Place segment click. Okay, I think what happened is that the green went away, so they weren't able to do it. Is that what that means? Do I have to do like a multiple step thing here? Is it just not going to work? Let's go like this. What happens now?
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, that's what I figured what was going on. Okay, so the tow's going to go through the fence. And, That's funny. Alright, we gotta wait for better pushback before we can start our engine, so let's just hang tight. You've seen this animation before, so I'm not gonna keep it in the video because it'll be a couple minutes here. We'll just be patient.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Alright, ready to connect.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, releasing parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Alright, we can start engines. We're gonna hop up here. Start with number 2. And when fuel gets to about 25, we'll introduce fuel. Or when N2 gets 25, introduce fuel. And there we go. Fuel for 2. And once that stabilizes, we'll introduce start engine 3. But let's look out the window for a minute. That's always super fun to watch the pushback from the passenger perspective. Look out, truck. Thank you for stopping. And check out this side. I like that welcome tail on that airplane. Alright, we'll start engine 3 now. There's 22, 24. Hop down here and fuel for 3. Wait for everything to stabilize. Alright. Engine uno. Here we go. And 25. It is. Alright, well, that's stabilizing. Let's have a peek outside and see how we did. Still pushing back, and we're a little off center because we couldn't get centered. But, oh, they're going to straighten us out last second. Gorgeous. Alright, you can stop now. We don't need to be that far back. We're just headed right here for takeoff. Very cool. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, I gotta get some panel lights up. This is hurting my eyes. What are the panel? Forward panel background? There we go. Let's bring that down a little bit though. Overhead panel. Let's brighten that up a little bit. And I think light override. Control stand red, we want that. I think we're good now. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? Set parking brake, and everything looks way better. Good. Okay, that I can handle a lot better. I still think we can do something else up here, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Alrighty, let's see, where were we on that checklist? Oh, we're waiting for the better pushback to be done, so just a moment. Why is ground traffic routed to run on the taxiway? Huh. Anyway, that's kind of weird because there's the taxiway over there. Something weird is going on. Alright, let's disconnect hand signals. No, this is definitely a taxiway. I don't know why they're driving on it. And why is every car a BMW? Every single car is a BMW. And you have a safe social distancing. Alright, let's see him drive away here. There he goes. Boom, hit that beamer. Oh, missed. Very good. Alright, now hydraulics. A and B can be on. A is always on for better pushback. Close the 3 generator ties. Close a Roni. And there goes my laundry room. My clothes washer in spin cycle. Galley power on. Isn't there a panel on this one too? There you go, background panel. Very nice. Okay. Much better. Alright, both AC packs on. Cargo heat to normal. Essential power to generator. Duct overheat to bug. AC meters to bus tie, they should be. And confirm there are no lights on the engineer panel except that bug. Let's bring that down a little bit so you can see the lights. Good. Looking good. Confirm fuel heat off. And it always is. It's down here somewhere. Yeah, it always is. Alrighty. Let's see. Overhead. Anti-ice. Not going to worry about it. Oh, that got screwed up. What the heck? Overhead panel. Is there an overhead background? Map. Left. Center. Forward. Overhead panel. Control stand. Nope. We can do the dome light. Weird. We have way too much lighting going on here now. Let's bring you down. Let's bring the background down. Okay. Weird. Alrighty. Don't worry about anti-ice. heater probes though. We'll do those. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Pitot heat, probe heaters, trip APU and APU off. Trip Aroni and turn it off. And where is it? There we go, the scary shutdown sound. Pressure from ground to flight, wrong panel, ground to flight, cabin. We'll keep everything on auto for temperature. Gas fan come off now. APU, excuse me, bleed to close. Check reference and speed bugs. Where are we? Where's your V card? There it is. Set bugs. So for departure, 103, we're light. 103 knots at 20 flaps. 20 flaps is 4 o'clock on the dial. Ooh, what's my thing? Here it is. Turn this on. Turn TCAS on. That actually does work. Alright, taxi lights. Where are you? Taxi, taxi. Runway turn off because we're so close to that. RTO for that. Start the flaps. Wing navigation and strobe we'll do when we get, well, we'll do strobe and wing now. Do navigation at the end. Let's do navigation because I'll forget. Alrighty, let's hop outside to taxi view. We're just taxiing straight, so parking brake off. I don't know why all this car traffic is on the taxiway. Is this even a taxiway? It doesn't really look like it, but it's yeah, it is. It's an apron. Taxiway's to the right. That's what's going on. That cement is throwing me off, but it's actually a taxiway. All right, keep those flaps coming down, and we're gonna head out this way. Whoa, getting kind of fast. Try to stay as realistic as possible here. And why are we still getting faster when my throttle's all the way back? Alrighty. Come on. We're gonna take Alpha and head down to runway 30. Should we stay together for this one? I have a feeling this is already gonna be a very long video with the story time to come. So let's just keep it longer and let's just taxi together here. Once we get lined up, we'll have some wing views. If I can get lined up here. Very nice. Some nice rudder pedals. Here we go. I'm gonna go straight. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Flaps still coming down. You can kind of see them there. Very nice. I think we're heading off the taxiway though, so let's hop up front. Hey, not bad considering we weren't inside the cockpit doing this, right? One more set of flaps coming down. And we're almost there to runway 30. Hopefully the weather hasn't really changed. Wow, busy freeway for the time of evening and what's going on in the world. Alright, half an hour into the video already. Holy moly. Just think a Minecraft video would be done by now. Alright, let's see here. What do we need to do? We have all the lights on. Flaps are down. We'll just check all that stuff at the end of the runway. Heading bug set. So what do I say we're going to do? We're going to take off and head due south how we intercept the VOR. And then we'll do all the flight plan stuff from there. Alright, whoops, I was supposed to turn, wasn't I? No, this is right. Alrighty, let's stop here a second because the runway is right there. And let's get our landing lights on. There we go. Wow, okay. What else do we need to do? Confirm flaps. Yes, 20 degrees. Landing lights on. And click on the green band for trim. We're all set for takeoff once we can get out to the runway here. Set heading bug, yes. IS to 250, yes. Delta time on the clock. And we'll do 91% N1, so we don't blow up the engines. And then once we're in the air, gear up and flap up. Flaps up. Alrighty, here we go. I really want to like be lower and looking straighter, but then we can't see anything when we try to land. So still trying to figure out the ideal position. I keep getting, so I want to look like that, but then I can't see my six-pack, right? So that's why we're like this. Alrighty, here we go. Everything is good. We're just gonna roll this thing out, or roll it out. roll into a start. I don't know. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Here we go. Slowly bring it up to 91 and 1. There is 86, 8, 90, and 91. And up we go. No tail strike. Oh, that was smooth. Positive rate. Gear up. Flaps coming in quickly. Look at that. I wish we could look around. There's Chicago over there. Can't really see it. Alrighty. We are going to keep this under control until the flaps are in. And then this thing's just going to climb for the sky. Alright, we passed the VOR. We're ready. I think. Which one is. No, this is 1 here, right? Yeah. So the VOR is due left, so let's immediately turn to the left. And keep that nose down so we can get to 250. I'm still hand flying. Gears up, flaps are up. Turn the gear off. Turn that off. And let's see if we can do this by hand. Oh. Let's get that speed up. Come on, let's get that speed up. We're going to aim towards that VOR for the most part. Oh boy. There we go. This is really tricky stuff. We're in the clouds. Keeping our speed under control. Wow, you have to reline your instruments because I can't see anything. This is crazy. We've passed the VOR, so we're heading towards it now. Or we've passed it on this gauge here. Alrighty, keep that nose down though. So we can, I say 91 N1, I'm at 97 N1. Let's do 92 now. Keep that nose down and get our speed going. And we're just going to keep heading this way till we intercept that VOR. Getting closer to it. Still hand flying. Let's get our heading bug set here. Let's hop down here. Let's do engage autopilot, IS hold, heading select, alt select, let go of the yoke. And there we go. It's going to take over for us. Very nice. This gauge should start moving any second here. I would hope. There we go. Now we're getting closer. Alright. Why isn't IS holding? It says IS hold. We have alt select. There we go. Now it's doing something crazy. Making me nervous here. Let's hop over to here. We're at 92. Yes, no, that's 94. Let's back off a little bit on throttle. So 92. Looking good. We should be intercepting this VOR any minute though. This is lock. 156. So let's go to nav lock. Let's see what happens. Is it going to S-curve us? I hope not. Nope. Good. So we set up exactly right because it's not curving us around. There's 11,000 feet. We can now move up to 280 for our ascent. Turn the landing lights off. Very smooth. At 18,000 feet, we will do standard barometer. This is going to point us down and get us up to 280, which is fine. We're above the clouds. Why is that? Okay, because we went over. Okay, I see what happened. If this were the VOR, we went like this. Now we're getting farther from it, but we should still be intercepting this very soon. Because the VOR is behind us. Intercept that, please. There it goes. Finally. I was wondering what was going to happen there. That made me nervous. And it's going to miss it because it's very slow to respond. So now we're going to S-curve. Wait, what? What is going on here? I hope. There we go. Oh, it's going to miss it. Our passengers are going to get sick. Actually, it looked like it caught it. I can't believe it. Let's get our heading bug ready to go in case we need to make some adjustments. So let's see, we're 46 miles from the next VOR. When we get to the next VOR, we're going to approach at the same as we're going now. We're not going to make any changes for this. There's no intersection. When we get to the next VOR, we're going to depart that at 135 degrees. That's simple as that. So we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing. Actually, no, let's clean this thing. I already cleaned this thing up. Yeah. Auto brakes off, auto pack triple, that's automatic. Adjust cooling doors, doesn't matter. 80 for 18,000 feet, heading to 2,990. Let's do that super fast. 2,992, I mean. There we go. Mach hold at 7.8. We might not even get there. So you put off at cruise, not when I'm flying. Alright, good. So we are all set on the checklist until approach. So now it's just flight plan stuff. We got 41 miles to the VOR, so you get to do some sightseeing, and I'll see you in 40 miles. Alrighty, it's time to change to the next VOR. So here we go. Let's come down here and do heading bug for a moment. Next VOR is 115.1, and we are going to leave it at 135 degrees. So let's go here, 135, like so. And we'll know when we get there because it's going to flip over, right? I have this in 2, yeah. So once we pass the VOR here, this should like flip right around, I remember, right? Then we will, what am I trying to say? No, flip over, there it is, boom. So let this flip through and adjust, because that might change back in a second. Nope, we're far enough away, it's actually going to stay there. Good, alright. Let's get that a head start. It says lock or localizer, so we can do that. Okay, now let's switch to the next VOR. So we're heading towards 115.1 or leaving 115.1 at 135 degrees. So next you want to head towards 112.0. So we're going to put that in there, get it ready so we can see how far away we are. 74 nautical miles, see? So 112.0, let's go like this, get that one ready to go. Then after 112.0, it's the 117.3, which will stay in nav2 for sure. We're going to use it for here as well. I think, yeah, we need to, because we need to get our DME, and then we'll do ILS. That's going to be tricky, and that's going to be fast and difficult without ATC, but we'll figure it out. Just to review, we're leaving 115.1. We have an intersection at 29 miles. We'll talk about it in a moment separately. Then we're going to 112.2. That tells us how far away we are. 117.3 is ready, so that will always be here. We'll know where the Cincinnati VOR is because that's 2. See, there's 2 lines, so it's nav 2. There's 1 line, so it's nav 1. That's how I remember that. Alrighty. Why we just lost that? No, we didn't. It's just being goofy. Okay, let's get that ready to go, though. Just in case it's going to S-curve, see? Okay, this intersection, 64 nautical miles we have left. So when we are 29 miles out, which will be here, we're going to switch to the next VOR. So we're at 18. You gotta wait till 29, so you got 10 miles. Whoa, it's gonna go like crazy until we get set up. So let's have a peek outside together while we're waiting for the next 10 miles. First of all, if we look around here, there was Chicago behind us in the metropolitan area, which you could see during the sightseeing, but we can't see it now. So this, I assume, is the Indianapolis area. I'm guessing this is Indianapolis. I'm actually not totally sure. Or is that Bloomington? That's not Bloomington Normal. No, that's too big for Bloomington Normal. That has to be Indianapolis. I don't know. I should know, but I don't. Anyway, it looks gorgeous outside. Let's see what the passengers have to see. Looking good there. Looking good there. And looking good up there. Alright, keep an eye on our speed though. We're about to overspeed, so let's slow down a little bit. Here we go. Now we're set up. Alright, and there's exactly 29 miles. So let's come down here. Let's use heading select. We are now going to switch to 112. And we're going to go inbound 132 degrees. I'm going to take this 132. Whoops. Like that. Localizer picking it up. And there should be a little change, not much of a change, but a little bit of a change. There we go. There's your intersection. Top of descent is pretty soon, though. We're aiming for 5,000 feet, so let's get that set up. Like this. 5,000 feet. We'll do top of descent in a minute. And let's just double check our navigation. We're heading towards 112. After that, we go to 117.3. This will be set to 117.3. That way we know where that VOR is. We're not picking it up yet, which we shouldn't. So we're going to aim for the 117.3 VOR. When we get there, we're going to go due east. We'll tune in the localizer. And when we're about 15 nautical miles out from the Cincinnati VOR, we're going to make a sharp U-turn, try to pick up the localizer. And we want to be at 5,000 feet. Alrighty, so where's top of descent? 39. When this gets to be about 20 or so, we'll do top of descent. I would rather descend late and come down with spoilers versus come down way too early and cruise above everybody's heads at 5,000 feet for 20,000 miles, which is what we normally do. Although the last two flights we've been too high. Anyway, that's it. A little bit of sightseeing for you. And that'll be top of descent, and that'll be the end of this first part. But let's do some sightseeing first. Let's not leave quite yet. Alright, we're clearly over the Indianapolis metropolitan area, because there's the airport right there. So, there you go. Indianapolis from the air at night. Looks gorgeous, but let's get back up front. Alright, we flew over top descents. We're going to end the video here, and I will see you probably tomorrow for the next part where we land this plane.